Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all for class 10 subject science. So today we are going to continue with our topic, that is life process. So here you can see, that is when the glucose molecule is breaking down, it is known as pyruvate. Pyruvate will be causing in all the organisms. After that, if it is in the presence of oxygen, when this glucose is turning into the form of energy in the presence of oxygen, it is known as aerobic respiration. Okay, it is aerobic respiration. If it is in absence of oxygen, it is known as anaerobic respiration. And what kind of energy is released? That is in the form of ATP. What is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. Okay, adenosine triphosphate. Now here you can see this ATP molecule has what? That is the glucose, that is C6H12O6 plus O2. It mixes with oxygen, giving rise to carbon dioxide, water and energy. That is, this is what it is written here. Okay, so this is in the human beings, this is in the yeast, even this is in our muscles. Okay, so what is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It is the energy currency for most cellular processes. The energy released during the process of respiration is used to make an ATP molecule from ADP. Okay, adenosine diphosphate. ADP is adenosine diphosphate. ATP is adenosine triphosphate and inorganic phosphate. Now ADP plus phosphate, it gives rise to ATP. Okay, here endothermic process in the cell, then the use of this ATP to derive the reaction. When the terminal phosphate linkage in ATP is broken using water, the energy equivalent for now 1 ATP will be how much the energy there? 30.5 kilojoules per mole is released. That is the value of ATP, how much the energy is released. So as I said you, for the removal, the making of energy, the oxygen is been there. Oxygen, in the presence of oxygen, the food is changed in the form of energy. For that, animals have evolved different organs for the uptake of oxygen from the environment and for getting rid of carbon dioxide produced. Terrestrial animals can breathe the oxygen in the atmosphere, but animals that live in water need to use the oxygen dissolved in water. Even they use the oxygen which is dissolved in water. Since the amount of dissolved oxygen is fairly low compared to the amount of oxygen in the air. In the air, the oxygen is freely present, but in the water, it is mixed with the hydrogen. So what happens? The rate of breathing in aquatic organism is much faster than that seen in terrestrial organism. Fishes take in water through their mouths and force it past the gills, where the dissolved oxygen is taken up by the blood. So what's happening in the fish? So here what is happening? It will be, the respiration will be faster in the aquatic organism compared to terrestrial organism. Why? Because here in the atmosphere the oxygen is freely available, but in the water it is not freely available. Therefore, they have to do much faster. Terrestrial organisms use oxygen in the atmosphere for respiration. This oxygen is absorbed by different organs in different animals. All these organs have a structure that increases the surface area which is in contact with oxygen-rich atmosphere. Since the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide has to take place across the surface, this surface is very fine and delicate. In order to protect this surface, it is usually placed within the body. So there have to be passage that will take air into this area. In addition, there is a mechanism for moving the air in and out of this area where oxygen is absorbed. Now, in human beings, air is taken into the body through nostrils. From how the air is taken? Through the nostril. The air passing through the nostril is filtered by fine hairs that line the passage. The passage is also lined with mucus which helps in this process. From here, the air passes through the throat and into the lungs. Rings of cartilages are present in the throat. This ensures that air passage does not collapse. So in human beings, from where we take the air? From the nostril, that is from the nose. It moves through the throat and then it moves to the this here trachea. It is known as the trachea. From the trachea it moves to the here. This is nothing but the trachea, which you can see. Then comes the pharynx and larynx here. Here this part is pharynx and you can see the larynx also. Then comes the trachea. Then it moves towards the bronchi. This part, when it is there, this side and this side, it is known as bronchi. Once it is branched, this side and this side, two bronchioles. Okay. Bronchi will branches into bronchioles. Okay. After that, the last part here comes the alveoli. What it is there? The alveoli. You can see the alveoli structure here. Okay, this part, it is like balloon like structure where actually the exchange of gases will take place. Here in this part, the gases will be, exchange of gases will take place. That is, the carbon dioxide will be taken and that is given out and oxygen will be absorbed in the lungs of human beings. So from where we are taking in? First it will be here from the nostril. Now in the nostril, hair like structures will be present and mucus is present. For what reason? Because to avoid the dust particle which is entering in the human body, it will avoid there itself. Then it passes through the mouth cavity to the pharynx and to the larynx. Then comes the trachea. Here the spinal like a ring like structure is present. That part is known as trachea. Then comes the bronchiole. Okay. So here once the air is taken in, okay, so it will be observed till where? Bronchioles, till the alveoli. Here in the alveoli, the exchange of gases will take place. It will absorb the oxygen and gives out the carbon dioxide from the blood. So again from the same way how it has been taken in the similar way it goes out also. First it comes in the alveoli, then goes to the bronchioles, then here bronchi, then trachea, and it moves out. Which gas is moving out? The carbon dioxide goes out. We inhale the oxygen and we give out the carbon dioxide. This is the process how the respiratory system work in human being. When we take in out, when air is taken in and let out, the lungs always contain a residual volume of air so that there is sufficient time for oxygen to be absorbed and for the carbon dioxide to be released. When the body size of animals is large, okay, if it is large, what happens? The diffusion pressure alone cannot take care of oxygen delivered to all parts of the body. Instead, respiratory pigments take up oxygen from the air in the lungs and carry it to the tissue which are deficient in oxygen. Before releasing it in human beings, the respiratory pigment is hemoglobin. Which is the respiratory pigment in humans? That is the hemoglobin. Okay. Hemoglobin, which has a very high affinity for oxygen. This pigment is present in the red blood corpuscles. Where it is present? In the red blood corpuscles. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen. Hence, it is mostly transported in the dissolved form in our blood. In the alveolar surface where spread out, it would cover about 80 meters square. How much do you think the surface area of a body is? Consider how efficient exchange of gases become. Because of the large surface available for the exchange to take place, if diffusion is there, hemoglobin is not there, what happens there? If diffusion were to move oxygen in our body, it is estimated that it would take 3 years for a molecule of oxygen to get to our toes from the lungs. We are glad that we have hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is the respiratory pigment which takes the oxygen to all parts of the body.